Good morning, and my name is Reverend Nolan Warner, General Administrator for the Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies, and I'm here with Pastor Tracy Macano. She is our missionary designate to Curacao to help us start the work there, and we're very excited to have her this morning just to share with us some details that may be unknown or may have been forgotten. And so we just wanted to spend a little time with her, having her answer some of our very, very burning and pertinent questions. Pastor Tracy, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Hear what is happening. A lot of us don't know what is your call to ministry. So just briefly share with us your call to ministry.
Wow, my call to ministry would have started when I was actually 15. I was preaching long before, sharing the word of God long before, maybe about 8 or 9, because I gave my heart to Christ very early, but I felt truly the call of God at 15. I answered the call of God, and I felt Him saying to me at the time, I want to use you for ministry. I want to use you specifically in the area of youth, and I want you to help them discover, fulfill purpose for me. And from that moment, I kind of agreed. I said, you know what, God, I'm willing to be used for anything you desire me to be used of. And ended up in WIS at around 1920 there, and then right after A-levels, and then continued serving God, continued just doing as He desired, and even ending up on missionary trips and still dealing in that specific area with youth and encouraging them, helping them to discover God's will for their life, to continue on. And it's been really an amazing journey thus far. So I'm excited to see how far it goes.
We're glad to have you as our assistant pastor at the VPA. Don't let that pass me. I would not let that pass me at all.
No.
But tell me, what is your motivation to answer the call, and we consider it a Macedonian call, to Curacao?
There's a need. There's a need, really and truly. One of the things I said to God when I was in Bible school, I said, any area you are seeking to use me and I can be used, I'm willing to give of myself. And so when Reverend Jacques passed, and there was a need for that, you know, I was available, and I gave myself to be used of it. And I have enjoyed serving with the people at Curacao and helping them, encouraging them, and actually seeing some growth and maturity. So really, that is where it is for me. It's that there's a need, I'm available, I have the ability and the talent to be used of God, and so I give myself to it.
So that kind of sends us into my next question. How do you see yourself as a church planter?
Well, I tell you, one of the things I've been thinking about throughout this entire process, I've been looking at, and the book of Titus keeps coming to me, where I see Paul telling Titus, I'm sending you to set things in order, to kind of, yes, something has already started, but I really want you to set things in order and put people in place. And I see God being able to use me in that way. While things may have already started at the initial, I can go in and help to set things in order and to establish more concrete positions and roles, and help persons fulfill God's will, discover Him, and serve Him truly. So I'm really, really excited and eager to be used in that way.
So tell me, how long, well, I guess all of us are kind of wondering. I know that we have asked, but tell me, in all the will of God and your understanding of His purpose for your life, how long do you intend? The first instance.
Well, initially, this is a 90-day trip. It's a 90-day trip, but I'm not naive to the fact that you can go in for something for 90 days and realize, wait a minute, there may be room where we may need to extend this, and further work needs to be done before someone else can come in and take over. And so I'm open to that. I can't, I told God I'm willing to go. I'm open to giving myself to be used of Him. And if He decides, listen, 90 days is not sufficient, I need you to extend a stay, well, I have to call VP and say, listen, I'm going to be extending my stay, and to really be used of God to help Curacao further develop.
So obviously, while I stand here, we ask also for your commitment to the work here in Curacao We ask that you would give. We understand that you're already praying, and we are very, very appreciative of your prayer, your continued interest. Now we ask you to give financially towards this. We really do appreciate that you've already begun. We ask now that that becomes more consistent, and if you can at all, even more so. We thank God for Pastor Tracy. We really do appreciate what God is leading her into. And as Pawima, we stand behind our missionary to see the things of God and the will of God being accomplished. Hey, God bless. Until we see you on our 4th installment of We're on Our Way to Curacao. God bless.